Alright, multiple things to talk about today. First, we have to talk about the update that we actually had on Sam Altman leaving OpenAI. He's actually back in OpenAI. So like I said, I thought that the chances of him staying in OpenAI is a lot higher than him going over to Microsoft alongside with Greg Brockman. But yes, he does intend to stay in OpenAI with, of course, a new board, with a new governance structure. Most likely, there's going to be a lot of changes to ensure that the bylaws is not going to allow such a thing to happen again. And of course, there's some people who are actually talking about how this is not exactly good for the future of AI, simply because the reason why Sam Altman got kicked out in the first place was because Sam Altman's his own perspective on what he think AI would actually go to is towards the profitability side, not really on the side of more creative AI. But anyway, without a doubt, I do think that most of the employees in OpenAI do support Sam Altman, especially with the petition that is pretty clear about it as well. Okay, but anyway, that update aside, let's talk a little bit more about Binance. Okay, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people probably already know about this, but I do think that this is quite a huge thing, especially to the crypto market. People who are into crypto, people who are into crypto news, this is probably the video for you. So Binance actually pled guilty, and they have to lose CZ as the CEO. CZ basically had to pay a $50 million fine. Binance have to pay, I think it was a $4.3 billion fine, which is quite crazy because this is basically one of the biggest corporate agreement in the US history for a fine, effectively. For them to actually pay up to $4.3 billion in fine for Binance, this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because for Binance currently, in terms of BNB and the assets that we actually have, of course, none of this is actually fully accurate, because CZ has always been quite shady with showing us all these different assets that he actually hold in Binance. And because of this whole situation, a lot of us are actually thinking that Binance might not even have $4.3 billion. They actually do help to hold a lot of money. They help to transfer, they help to guard about $7 billion worth of crypto assets, but it doesn't really belong to them. Okay, so we all think that Binance probably do not even have $4.3 billion worth of assets of their own. Okay, we're not talking about the FTX kind of shite. Okay, we're not talking about how FTX is basically taking other people's money and paying it up. That's not going to happen, okay? Binance would have to come up with $4.3 billion of their own money. And that's going to be a little bit tough. Okay? CZ having to pay $50 million fine, honestly, I think that's a slap on the wrist for him. Of course, it is a lot of money, but I'm pretty sure that he is completely fine with it. And he have to step down as the CEO. But the thing is, of course, for people who are unaware of the reason why this is actually happening was because Binance have also admitted that they allowed transaction with terrorist groups, including the latest Hamas-Israel conflict that we actually had in the Middle East, allowing transaction with Hamas on the platform themselves. They also included anti-money laundering, operating an unlicensed money transmitting business, and violating multiple US sanctions. So the exchange is, of course, having to pay $1.8 billion of criminal fine and forfeiting $2.5 billion according to the court filings on Tuesday. So a lot of people are expecting CZ to face about 10 years in prison. But of course, with the plea deal that's on the table, especially if Binance is able to pay that much and CZ is able to pay that much, he might probably be able to bring it down to under 2 years. But of course, this just puts more scrutiny on crypto assets as a whole. And this is why I have to tell you about it again and again. I think that cryptocurrency at the moment, especially, think about it. The big players in crypto, the two big players in crypto are basically facing jail time. Okay, Sam Bankman-Fried for FTX, and then Binance CZ. These two, they were basically straight up just deface of crypto. The next one was actually Terra Luna, which again, he's like on the run in Korea or something. So like all the people who are like fantastically known for their efforts into furthering how crypto is, all of them are basically facing jail time. All of them were money laundering. All of them were doing some shady business by the side. And basically that's the issue, right? So of course, Binance violation also included failure to prevent and report suspicious transaction with terrorists, including Hamas, Al-Qassam, brigades, Palestinian Islam Jihad, Al-Qaeda, and Islam State of Iraq and Syria, which is ISIS. So basically all these are just multiple well-known terrorist groups in the world, and Binance have actually been effectively working together with them because they have been allowing transaction on their platform fully aware of who they were. And Binance also allowed at least 1.1 million transaction worth more than $898 million on its platform between customers in US and Iran. Okay, so effectively, you should also know money laundering happens in Iran over to US and vice versa. And Binance allowed 1.1 million transactions, okay? And every single one of these transactions was worth more than $898 million. 1.1 million transaction basically worth close to, if not more, than $1 billion. That's how insane this is, okay? So you have to understand the law of money. A lot of money is going to crypto assets because it's easy for you to actually wash those money, launder those money. Simple stuff. And of course, Binance ecosystem, BNB, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard a bit about it from CZ as well, which is basically a token that they back according to their own asset, which a lot of time, after reading up a lot of things about BNB, I don't trust it, okay? Personally, I don't trust it. I'm not sure. Especially after what happened to Terra Luna, I'm sorry. I don't trust it, okay? And the token hit a 5-month high earlier in the day of the news, but then afterwards slipped down about 5.2%, which again, completely understandable because a lot of people are thinking, oh no, Binance have to pay up $4.3 billion worth of asset. Are they gonna just use our assets and then just effectively put an IOU and say that like, yeah, we owe you this money, and if everyone start to withdraw their money from Binance and Binance just go under and then no one gets their money back, that sort of deal can easily happen. But of course, as long as the panic don't happen, that probably wouldn't really get erupted. Okay, so according to the DOJ, they basically confirmed that the settlement with the exchange. So yeah, Binance did a lot of shady stuff and not exactly the best look for CZ and Binance. And I'm just saying, okay, this is definitely affecting the crypto market as a whole, simply because now everybody is just scared. Because previously with Terra Luna, people were more afraid of all the USDT, UST, your Tether, all the different all the stable coins, right? And after Terra Luna basically imploded, okay, where you are supposed to get $1 for $1, then you basically lost 90% on the dollar and effectively lost 99.98% on the dollar. And you know, basically a lot of this kind of things is happening in crypto and you can't really do anything about it, okay? But of course, if you really want to win and earn big money, crypto is definitely a place that you can actually explore. Of course, you can find a lot of influencer who's on Twitter, well, on X, or on Instagram talking about how they're making this buttload of money from cryptocurrency. And I mean, I wouldn't really shy away from them simply because it's nice for you to go and research more about all these different tokens, all this different cryptocurrency, because hey, you know, you never know. This kind of thing, you might be able to find something that you truly resonate with and something that can actually give you a proper earning potential. But a lot of time, it's a lot of fluff, okay? And I think with Binance, I think even all the way from the start, or when I even started talking about cryptocurrency as a whole, I never really trusted Binance simply because I didn't trust CZ. He just looked shady, and he seemed shady. He didn't really want to show his assets. Like, everything about him just seemed a little bit off. And I actually talked about it a little bit. But you know, you can probably find some of the videos that I posted earlier last year, probably. But yeah, I guess it is about time that Binance faced the music, and it is a $4 billion worth of music for them to actually listen to. But yeah, ultimately, I hope this actually puts forth somewhat of a lesson for everyone to just know that, you know, be a little bit more careful. Not just in the crypto sphere, of course, even in stocks market, because hey, companies can go bankrupt any single time. Okay, you can have a company that's doing relatively well, give you 2 bad earnings, and go bankrupt immediately after. You never know. Okay, so anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this kind of video, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the rest of the day. It's also Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving yesterday, and also I'll be celebrating my birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday to me, I guess. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye.